President Trump was in Alabama last Friday, where he addressed a large crowd and he heavily criticized the NFL by saying this.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired!
Now, calling someone a son of a bitch had always been fighting words that I know of. So, with that said, the Seahawks did not want to be called sons of bitches, nor get fired. So this is what they choose to do. They all stood in their lockers and they didn't come out to the field while the national anthem was playing. So now, who's gonna be called a son of a bitch? And on top of that, who's gonna get fired when no one is kneeling down on the field? Exactly. But many NFL owners and a lot of NFL athletes did exactly the opposite. Many were locking arms in solidarity with those that were protesting, and a few athletes were also kneeling down during the national anthem. So obviously it didn't work. First of all, if you see someone in a protest outside on the streets and the protest turns violent, you know what? You still don't have the right to call that person a son of a bitch. Well, unless their mom is behind them. Besides that, nowadays when someone doesn't agree with your opinions, then you tend to go against their families, against their neighborhoods, and most of all, even against their race. The truth is that as individuals, we all have our rights to express whatever we want. When we do that, we will rather gain a friend or gain an enemy. Because it seems like we cannot all agree on everything that we believe, you know. We have different religions, we have different political parties. We're always going to have people with different opinions, people expressing those opinions. A lot of soldiers go and fight for you to have the freedom of speech. But it's not for you to take advantage of that and disrespect other people, what other people value. If you really want people to pay attention, first of all, don't offend the others. We have to be sensitive to other people's feelings.
That's what I'm talking about.
We gotta understand that a flag is just not a flag for someone that went to war and fought for you to have the freedom that you have right now.
Yep.
The national anthem is not just some sort of act that people do when it's playing. It is respect for all of those soldiers that have been fighting for the freedom that you have today. Also, we got to be sensitive to those who have lost family members due to police brutality. I understand that there is a lot of areas in this country that are still victims of police brutality. And we got to take care of those people. So once we understand that a lot of American people are going through a lot of suffering, rather because some are fighting for you to have this freedom, or others are just fighting to live free from police brutality, from racism. Well, I gotta tell you one thing, man. We're not going to get anywhere better unless we begin to respect each other. We have to understand that we got to tolerate each other. But most of all, we got to be sensitive to those people that fight for this country and are making your life better, are making sure that you have that job, are making sure that you have the opportunity to make a better life for you and your family. So disrespecting one another is never going to accomplish anything good. We should instead encourage our family and our kids to respect one another, to tolerate one another, to teach one another good things, and to stop insulting, because insulting one another is not going to help this country to get any better. So it's not that I am with Donald Trump. It's not that I am against those people protesting right now against police brutality, but I believe there is a way, a better way, to accomplish what we want. And one of them is respect. Respecting one another, but most of all, respecting the country that is allowing you to have the freedom to protest the way we do.